Everyone, thanks for taking some time today to learn about Banff and Lake Louise. I'm really looking forward to sharing all the information about our destination with you. And again, please feel free, as Charlie mentioned, to jot down any questions you have, and you can either ask me at the end of the presentation or email me, and my details will be throughout the presentation. So as you can see here, that's Lake Louise, and that is located in Banff National Park. So Banff National Park is home to the town of Banff and the village of Lake Louise. Throughout the presentation, I'm going to give you some information on the national park and the two destinations within the national park. It'll be a variety of information, accommodation, facts, some information on how to get here, and some of the unique experiences that we have on offer. So I'll just start by introducing myself. As you can tell, and you may have already noticed, I am actually Australian. I moved out to Banff about almost 3 years ago now. I came out on a holiday, fell in love, went home briefly, and then moved back out here. The scenery and the lifestyle here was just too enticing. So I moved here and now call it home. Lucas is my colleague. He unfortunately isn't here today. But if you need any information, you have specific questions, you could email either of us. It's not a problem. We'll get back to you and help you out where we can. I briefly mentioned to Charlie a moment ago that I had the opportunity to do a heli hike experience on the weekend, and that photo of me there is from the helicopter over the valley, so it was a very surreal experience. So just moving on, I'll give you a brief snapshot of our destination. So this is Banff National Park. Banff National Park is Canada's first national park. As I mentioned, it is home to the town of Banff and the village of Lake Louise. Banff National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the park currently spans approximately 6,641 square kilometres, and it's a protected wilderness that we share with a number of wild animals. The national park is easily accessible from Calgary International Airport, so that is the closest airport to the destination where most of our visitors fly into. We are also home to 3 major ski resorts. So Steve did a presentation last week on those. They're collectively known as the Big Three, and they include Mount Norquay, Sunshine Village, and Lake Louise Ski Resort. So I'll just give you a bit of information about how to get here. As I mentioned, Calgary is our closest airport, and that is very well, offers a very extensive air access across Canada. So the best way for Australians to get here is a direct flight out of either Sydney or Brisbane to Vancouver, and then a short flight from Vancouver to Calgary. Air access is great out of Calgary, so even if they're coming in from the US, we do get, as I mentioned, extensive air access from across Canada and major flight hubs in the US. So LA to Calgary is also another popular way to get here. Getting from Calgary to Banff is very easy. There are a variety of different ways to get here. Some of the more popular are the airport transfers. We currently have 2 services that operate, the Banff Airporter and the Brewster Airport Express. Both offer daily shuttle services at numerous times throughout the day. The bus schedule does vary depending on the season, so keep in mind that it's always a good idea to check both of those companies' websites for the most current times and schedules, just if you're giving your clients some information on those. Another popular way to get here is self-drive. There are a number of major car rental offices located at Calgary International Airport. Avis and Budget, Enterprise, there are a number of them. So you can just walk straight out of the terminal into the car rental offices and pick up your vehicle. The drive is a very simple one, straight along the Trans-Canada Highway and straight into Banff. It is an easy drive, both in the summer and the winter, and extremely scenic as you come into the Rockies. The other popular method is the Rocky Mountaineer. So that operates in the summer only, and that comes through from Vancouver. So a lot of visitors will arrive by rail on board the Rocky Mountaineer. So I'll give you a little bit of information on the two towns that we have here in Banff National Park, and that's the town of Banff and the village of Lake Louise. As I mentioned, we are home to both of those destinations. Banff is the first stop on the Trans-Canada from Calgary, and Lake Louise is located about 45 minutes from Banff. So first I'll go over the town of Banff and give you a little bit of a snapshot on the town. So there are our seasons, and that is the seasons for the whole national park, not just specifically Banff. Summer ranges from July to September. It is important to note that currently our summer is extended, and we're seeing bookings as early as May through to September and early October for summer. It is a very popular time to come and visit Banff, so it's important to let your clients know that they will need to book early to secure accommodation. We are selling already for 2018, so it's good to get in early then. Fall is October to December, and our winter starts from January to March, although we do get snow as early as November. So our ski season does start earlier than our winter. Spring is April and June, but again, those May to June months are very much getting just as busy as peak of summer. Summer is high season, as I mentioned, so again, it is great to experience the buzz in the town, and don't let that off-put you at all. It's more just making sure you get the accommodation, because sometimes we can be a little bit limited. Our ski season operates from November to May, so our ski hills are open during those times, and it's a great time for people to come and experience the town in winter. We do have an in-resort public transport system called Roam, so you do not need to hire a car to get around town. Roam services most of the lodging facilities in the town and also a few of the attractions. So you can jump on that for as little as $2 one way and take the bus up to the gondola or around town, downtown, if you're staying up in Tunnel Mountain. It's a really great service. We also have a taxi service that operates in Banff and Lake Louise should visitors want to grab a cab to and from their accommodation, but everything is in walking distance, so you really don't need that as much. In the winter, we do have a shuttle service that operates to our ski hills as well. So moving on to the village of Lake Louise. So Lake Louise is located 45 minutes by car from the town of Banff. It is home to the Lake Louise Ski Resort and the famous Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise, which I'm sure you've all seen in the photos. I know I was certainly very familiar with it before I moved out to Canada. Lake Louise offers a variety of accommodation options. It ranges from budget to luxury. Obviously the Fairmont is your luxury end of the scale, but there are also a number of other properties out there that cater to budgets. There is even a hostel out there. There are plenty of dining and evening options out there as well. They're mostly located within the hotel properties, but the general public can also access them as well. You do not have to stay at a hotel to access those properties. I'd like to highlight that most people will come to Banff and stay in Banff. I recommend a split stay between the two. So I would recommend, if your client has the time, maybe 5 nights in Banff and 2 out in Lake Louise, or 3 and 2, whatever the duration of the stay is. But I definitely recommend a split stay between the two. They are very different, and they offer a lot of different experiences, and there is a lot to do out in Lake Louise. You've just got to know what you're looking for. So during the winter, obviously, we have the ski hill, Lake Louise Ski Resort, but it's also a number of other activities that you can do. You can ice skate out on the lake, you can take a guided heritage walk, all very popular activities. And in the summer months, obviously, there's a lot of sightseeing to be done down there. So I do recommend staying down there in those months, because you can get out to those sightseeing sites early before the crowd. A lot of people do come in from Banff, so I would recommend that. And you get out to see Moraine Lake and Lake Louise, which you know, a must-see, you know, sites out here, and you can see them early. I'll briefly go through some of the accommodation that we have here. We do have a range in both Banff and Lake Louise, as I mentioned. We have luxury right down to budget, and we do have a number of hostels in the area as well, so if any of you have younger clients that are seeking that. We have approximately 80 hotels. That's, as I mentioned, lodges, resort properties, etc. And they range to suit all different styles and tastes. So we do have some lodge style, you know, that mountain style property that is more desired by some. Just to run through a few, as you can see in that image right there, that is the historic Fairmont Banff Springs. It's a very popular and historic property. That one is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has a lot of history. It's a remarkable property, and it's often referred to as the castle in the Rockies. As you can see there, it truly does look like a castle in the Rockies. They offer about 768 guest rooms, and they are a world-class resort and have a beautiful spa in there as well as an 18-hole golf course, which is probably one of the most scenic golf courses I've ever experienced. Not only is it just surrounded by mountains, it also is often frequented by wildlife such as elk and deer, and I've actually seen a grizzly bear out on one of the holes as well, just having a snack on some of the grass. One of the other more iconic properties is the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise, located out on the shores of Lake Louise. This property is approximately 550 rooms. It's a year-round resort, just like the Fairmont Banff Springs. It too has a luxury spa, and it offers a number of activities as well for guests, ranging from scenic hikes, canoe activities, and they also have a number of exceptional dining experiences out there too. I just wanted to touch on another one of our properties. We don't currently have ski-in, ski-out style resorts. That is something that as a national park we won't ever have. We're committed to protecting the national park, so we don't like all of that infrastructure up on the top of the ski resorts. We do, however, have one, and it is an eco-boutique style resort, and that's located at Sunshine Village. Sunshine Mountain Lodge is very unique. You would take the gondola up there and stay up there for the night. You can't get down during that time because the gondola closes. It's a beautiful property, and they offer a number of complimentary activities for guests. Snowshoeing tours in the village, tobogganing, campfires and roasting s'mores and stargazing. So that's a really special and unique thing to do during the winter months. We have a number of restaurants and shopping and nightlife, lots of things to do in the town of Banff. We have several bars in the town if your guests are looking for that kind of nightlife. So we have a mixture of bars with live music. We have a few clubs in town, and we also just have a laid-back style breweries. Just to give you some of my favorites, again, if you have any specific needs, we do have a dining guide that I'm happy to send to you, which shows you the variety of things, whether it be family friendly or something a little bit more fine dining. Some of my favorites, the Park Distillery is our whiskey distillery, and it's one of the only whiskey distilleries in a national park, so that's pretty special. They also run tours of the distillery as well, so their master distiller there takes you through and shows you what they're doing, and it's a really great experience. They distill their vodka there, and they have a number of different vodkas that you can try, which is a pretty cool thing. It's a very unique dining experience. The food's kind of served camping style, and it's got a really great, the decor in there is really great, and it's just a really nice place to sit down and have a meal. One of my other favorites is the Banff Avenue Brewery, and that makes all of their craft beer on site. So they have some amazing selection of craft beers, and the food is just low-key pub style food, but it's a great atmosphere, and again, the beer is amazing there. For breakfast, this is one of my favorites, and it is a favorite for most visitors here, is Lulu's. They have some amazing breakfast options, and if you get there a bit early, sometimes it can get busy, but that's a favorite of mine. The other one, it's just opened up, it's new, it's called High Rollers. It's more, it's got a bowling alley in it, and it's a pretty cool, trendy place. It's a little bit more busy, but great for groups of people. They have a beer hall there and currently have 48 beers on tap, so that's just another cool place to go and hang out. We do love our beer here in Banff, so yeah, you'll see plenty of that around. As far as exploring the downtown of Banff, you can easily waste I don't want to say waste, but you can easily spend an afternoon down here just wandering around the shops. There are plenty of things to do. I often lose myself in the shops. We have a number of tourist shops. We have outdoor clothing stores. We have local provision stores, which are one of my favorites to go and hang out at. And we also have a number of museums and galleries that people often like to go to as well and have a walk around. So I definitely recommend allowing some time for people to, you know, take it in and just walk downtown, explore the town, maybe have a meal out on a patio and just take it all in. As I mentioned when we started the presentation, Banff is a year-round destination. So winter is one of our favourite seasons out here. There is a lot to do and it is an absolutely beautiful time of year. It's up there with my favourite. The town just comes alive. It's like your stereotypical winter Christmas all winter long. It's just absolutely beautiful. We have a really great ski culture here, and an après ski is a very popular tradition for locals and visitors, so it's something that we like to do. We have a few festivals that operate in the winter, but our most famous would have to be the Ice Magic Festival. We have ice sculptors from around the world that come in and compete and sculpt some amazing ice sculptures out the front on the shores of Lake Louise, and then those sculptures stay there all winter long until they melt. So that's a really great, you know, really cool experience to see. We do have a lot to do, but I'll just highlight a few winter experiences for you, just so you know what we've got on offer. So dog sledding is one of our favorites and a really cool, unique experience. It will just shoot you through the Rockies surrounded by mountains and trees, and the dogs are just amazing to see them out there. I witnessed it this winter. I was cross-country skiing on the same trail, and the dogs are just flying by. It's just amazing to see. It's a really, really, really cool thing. One of my favorites, and it's a truly spectacular skating experience, is ice skating out on the frozen Lake Louise. The chateau carve a ice castle, and that is in the middle of the lake, and you can go and ice skate around that. And it's just a really, as an Australian coming to Canada, you don't get to do these type of things in Australia. It was a really unforgettable experience for me, and I loved it, and I recommend it to everyone who comes here. We have 4 sightseeing gondolas that operate throughout Banff National Park. We have one in the town of Banff, and they are year-round, so they can take you up to the tops of those mountains, so you can get the bird's-eye view of the whole valley, and it's an amazing thing to see. So definitely worth doing one of those. We have sleigh rides, horse-drawn sleigh rides that operate down in Banff and also around the shores of Lake Louise. We have numerous cross-country ski trails, and they operate, there's a few around the town of Banff, so they're very easily accessible, and there's also some out in the national park as well. All very easy to access, and they range from beginner to intermediate and advanced. You could hire cross-country equipment in the town of Banff, and out of Lake Louise, so it is a really easy activity for people to do, and I recommend it. You really get to access some of the terrain and the areas that you can't access by foot, so it's worth doing. It really gives you get out into the wilderness at those times. We also have a number of snowshoeing tours that operate at our ski hills and also with some companies around town that will take you out into those areas. I really recommend those two. As I said, with the cross-country skiing, it just gets you out into some different terrain, and you can have those moments, you know, where you're just completely out in nature, and it's really special. And finally, we also have the 3 world-class skiing resorts, which we have spoken to you about and Steve presented on. We operate, those have one of the longest ski seasons in North America, and I'll talk a little bit about those in a moment. So skiing and snowboarding is something that people are after. We have a lot of that on offer here. As I mentioned, we have 3 ski resorts, and they are known collectively as the Big 3 resorts. We offer the longest season, and we have over 250 different runs that range from beginner to expert, and over 32 square kilometres of terrain. So there's a lot of terrain here, and there's no crowded slopes out here. It's just fantastic. Visitors don't just have to pick one ski hill. We have a tri-area lift ticket known as the Ski Big 3 lift pass, and it's valid at all 3 ski resorts. So it really gives the visitor that opportunity and flexibility to ski at any of our 3 resorts. Our 3 resorts are Sunshine Village, Lake Louise Ski Resort, and Mount Norquay. Lake Louise and Sunshine Village are part of what is called the Mountain Collective Pass. So that's important to note, as that Mountain Collective Pass, if you're not familiar with it, offers skiing at a number of resorts around North America, Australia, and I think Japan are even on there now as well. Just to give you a brief overview of our resorts, we have Sunshine Village, and that's quite close to the town of Banff. It's probably about a 20-minute drive, and that's Canada's highest elevated resort, and they have guaranteed snow conditions from December to May. It's a favourite, and they do get some exceptional snow up there. We then, of course, have Lake Louise, and that is, there is a huge amount of terrain there, and again, it ranges from beginner to expert. It's really great with families because you can all ride the same lift and then access a variety of different terrain levels, so it's really good for everyone wanting to stick together in groups. It has some of the most scenic views from the top of it. I was just blown away when I first went up there. You can actually see the lake and the Fairmont in the distance from the top of one of their runs. It's an amazing resort. And finally, we have Mount Norquay, and that is a smaller of our 3 hills, but by no means it's one of the favourites for the locals here. It's known as a bit of a locals gem. The locals like to go there for there is expert terrain there, and it can just be a fun afternoon, half-day skiing and snowboarding, and they also offer night skiing there as well. So it's nice and close to town. It's great for a half-day if you don't want to do it all. And they also have an amazing tube park. I want to say if the kids want to go tubing, but really I've enjoyed it as well. So it's a fantastic place to go and hang out. So that's just a brief snapshot of just some of the key facts that you might want to take with you about our ski resorts. So again, we have 3 ski resorts, Mount Norquay, Sunshine Village, and Lake Louise. That is our ski season. It runs from November to May, and all the 3 ski areas are accessible with one tri-area lift pass. We do offer ski schools at all of the 3 ski resorts, and we do have a shuttle service. So that is one of the bonuses of buying the tri-area lift pass, and this is something that we encourage with our visitors. If they do buy that tri-area lift ticket, the shuttle service is complimentary, so they can get on that shuttle service from their hotel. The shuttle service does service most hotels. If it's not your specific hotel where the stop is, it'll be a hotel that's within one block, so within walking distance and very accessible. Our ski resorts also offer other activities. We have snowshoeing tours that operate from some of them. We have tubing, which I briefly mentioned. They often offer complimentary mountain tours for people who want to, maybe ski with a group of people, and they just have a local that will take them around and show them all the key skiing spots. And we also have the First Track ski program. So for people who want to get out early before no one else is, they can access the mountain before it opens and take a lift up and get first tracks out on the ski hills. So moving on to summer, which is currently what we're experiencing right now, and it is beautiful. So as I mentioned, it is high season in Banff, but don't let that put you off. It is a great time to be here, and all it simply means is you need to be encouraging people to book early, just so they can secure that accommodation. Temperatures range from the mid-20s, and we have beautiful blue skies. It's a spectacular place to be. We have a number of sightseeing tours that operate during the summer months. So they will take you out to the lakes, the key lakes that people want to see, some of the falls that we have here. There are also wildlife safaris. So they'll take you, their guides will take you out to those places, take guests out to those places so they can experience those things. I do recommend those. Discover Banff Tours and Banff Adventures offer a lot of those tours. They're two companies that service the area very well. Discover Banff Tours will offer wildlife safaris, so if you want to, hopefully see a bear or see some elk, they'll take you to all the hot spots, and their guides are very informative and very well educated on the national park, and so it's great to get that information from them. Some of the experiences that we have a number, so again, I've just highlighted some of them. We have horseback riding. So the horse can actually take you out to some areas that you can't get to on foot, so it's a really unique opportunity there. We have half-day and full-day and even multi-day backcountry adventures as well, so those experiences are definitely on offer. One of our most popular ones is a cookout. So people can travel by horseback and they go out and they have a cookout on traditional Western style food, and as you can see there, they go right along the river, and some absolutely beautiful landscape that they're traveling across. Now, if people aren't comfortable horseback, they can actually take a covered wagon, so it does work well for all types of people. One of the most unique experiences that we have on offer here is the Via Ferrata at Mount Norquay. Now, the Via Ferrata is a type of climbing. You're led by a certified guide, and participants make their way up cliffs and above the ski area, and you're assisted by a fixed anchoring system of cables and ladders and a suspension bridge. So you're very secure the whole time you're there. I don't know if anyone has experienced or is familiar with the way the Sydney Harbour Bridge links you in by a cable, but it's a very similar system, and you are linked into that, and it basically slides along the side of the mountain while you climb along. If a guest is physically fit enough to climb a ladder, they can participate in it. So you don't need to be an experienced climber, and you just need to have a spirit for adventure and be ready to experience some of the most amazing views that you can. I've personally done that one, and it's a favourite. Canoeing and paddleboarding are very popular activities. You can rent a canoe in Banff along the Bow River and just take a very easy canoe up the river. They also have kayaks as well. That's a great one to do, very accessible for people. They're based right on the docks of the river there. You can also go canoeing out on Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, so guests can hire canoes out there and have that experience. We have a number of hikes, and again, they range from short strolls to, the more experienced. Some of the more popular ones include the Lake Agnes Tea House and the Plain of Six Glaciers. They're based out at Lake Louise, and they are beautiful scenic hikes that take you up to some rustic tea houses where you can sit down and have some yummy baked goods and enjoy that. But if your guests are interested in that, it is cash only at those places. Again, I talked about the sightseeing safaris and the different ways to look at wildlife, so I would really recommend those. One of my favourites, which isn't listed here, but is the heli hike, which I've just done. So heli tours are really, they can be sometimes a little bit costly, but are really well worth doing. They take you right up into the mountains and can get right beside the glaciers, and it's an experience that's just unforgettable. It's truly amazing. I would really recommend that for anyone. And like I said, there are ones that can take you down here. You can do a landing and walk up to some falls and have a glass of champagne. And there are two companies that operate out of here. One is Alpine Heli and the other one is Rocky Heli Tours. And both of them offer different types, but well worth recommending to your clients. So I just wanted to talk briefly about the wildlife here as well. As I mentioned, we are home to an array of wildlife, and it is their home and we live in it, is what we say. So during the winter months, obviously bears are in hibernation, but in summer they are around. Sometimes you'll see them when you're driving along the highway. They are along the fence line of the highway there. We also have them, you'll see them just roadside sometimes or around town. They don't come right downtown, so you needn't be worried there, and Parks Canada do keep an eye on them. If you do happen to come across a bear or see one, just make sure you stay in your vehicle. They are still wild animals, and often tourists will get out and stand there to take a photo. It's really not advisable, so I wouldn't do that. We have elk and deer around, and you will see them roaming around downtown from time to time, and sometimes at the front of your hotels having a little snack on the plants out there. We have bighorn sheep and mountain goat. They're sometimes spotted around Lake Minnewanka, which is a spot easily accessible from Banff, and it's probably about a 5-minute drive, so that's a cool place to see some wildlife. And we do have wolves, although I've never actually seen one, as they're very elusive animals, but we do have them here, and it's just something to be aware of, and again, great to see from the safety of a vehicle or at a distance. So I'd love for you all to follow Banff and Lake Louise, and we will keep you up to date with everything that's going on out in Banff National Park, as well as some great photography that we share from our visitors. We have a Facebook page, a Twitter, YouTube, and an Instagram. If you need any additional information, please visit our travel trade website. It's a very useful resource for people in the trade. This isn't one for your clients and visitors. This is specifically for trade, and it has really useful facts on how to get here, maps, things like that, things that are really useful to you to help you learn about the destination. Your visitors will find our website very useful. We have a number of experiences on there for trip inspiration, so it's definitely worth recommending that, and you know, check it out. It's really great to see that. And we do have a little bit of a competition. We have 3 of these Swell water bottles to give away. Now, these Swell water bottles are really cool. They keep your liquids cold for 24 hours and hot for 8. And to be in the running to win one of those, all you need to do is email me your email address to sign up for our Banff and Lake Louise Tourism Trade e-newsletter. That e-newsletter will be distributed approximately on a monthly basis, and it'll just keep you up to date with what's new in the destination, you know, things like hotel renovations, new experiences, and that type of thing. Your emails with your email address must be received by close of business this Friday, and winners will be notified by your email. And I will hand back to Charlie now. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
Thanks so much, Ali. Such an in-depth overview of Banff and Lake Louise, and in all seasons as well. So thank you so much for that.
Not a problem.
Okay, guys, the floor's open for questions. So any questions there, just type them into the chat box, and I will ask Ali. I scribbled down lots of notes, but yes, I have been in summer and in winter, so it's such a fantastic place. And just to reiterate a few things you said, Ali, it's so different in the different seasons, in summer and winter. So everybody needs to go at least twice, right?
Definitely, and it's something to see. I mean, summer is a beautiful time, and winter, again, just a totally different experience. But it really is a winter wonderland here, and I really encourage people to come out and, you know, have a white Christmas and just, yeah, experience the town at that time of year.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's it. I mean, everything changes. The activities are different. The landscape, everything just looks different. So it's like a different destination in summer and in winter. So yeah, that's definitely a big point. And also, you talked about doing a split stay between Banff and Lake Louise. Yeah, definitely think that's a great idea. Again, they're different, good different. Lake Louise is just, you know, nice and quiet. It's nice, as you say, to be there maybe when some of those daytime crowds have gone, when you can either be there early in the morning or late at night and have a wander around. So definitely great to do a split stay and enjoy being close to the great things in each town as well. Yes,
definitely.
I love your restaurant tips. We talked earlier about the Canada kilos. So,
yes.
Canada's a dangerous place to go for food.
It is. The Toulouse for breakfast is, I tell you what, their breakfast menu is extensive, and the size of their pancakes and waffles are just mind-blowing.
And the thing is, you do that and you think, oh, I don't need to eat for the rest of the day. But then you kind of have lunch and then you have dinner and you've eaten sort of enough food for a week in one day.
Totally. You justify that big breakfast and think that, oh, I'm not going to have lunch, and then 2 o'clock rolls around and you're hungry again.
All right, there's no questions coming through, so obviously you covered it all, which is great. Thank you. Well, people are scribbling down your email address to enter the draw and jump on the Trade e-newsletter list. So we will leave it there. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Great to have you again, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you.